see it going live. Oh, here we go. It says waiting. All right, whatever. It says we're live. According to OBS, we are live.
I see. Upcoming.
Yeah, it says upcoming. There we go. Did it? Oh, okay. Now it start. I think it just started doing it. Because it says go.
No,
It says
it
says live going. It says live now. And I have a timer going, so it is live. It's just being difficult.
Okay, but I can't pull it up.
You can't pull it up.
Nope.
It says we're live. There we go.
Okay, now we're live.
Now we're live. Do we sound
There
good?
it is.
Yeah, it says upcoming. Do we sound good? Because I closed it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna go go back in time.
Yeah,
Watch.
freaking annoying. This isn't going in the actual edit. This is live content people get because I'm. At least it's working, and at least we can actually go live this time versus last time. At least there's that. Doc? Is that what you're gonna use for the whole episode? Is that gonna be your role? Is the big dice? Oh, I thought you were just gonna be comical to do the big dice, but I don't think there's numbers all over it.
There are.
That on the bucket. I was thinking that's what you should do. You should be just comical. Just use that for your rolls. Just
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to use a D20. So
dang it. There you go. But hello everyone. Welcome to the Long Distance Pizza Party Podcast, episode 71. You got Strained or Knaz. You got Dawk, myself, and Crad's not here. He was supposed to be here,
Crad's
and then he broke his streak. Dang it.
he says he's going to try and jump on.
Did he? I didn't see. I saw that
Yeah.
he had something going on.
Yeah, he said he was going to try to jump on.
We'll hold him to that.
He said he'll at least make an appearance.
He'll be
So,
what's a D&D character he could be? He could be he's the guide goblin or something. I don't know what the very creatures of D&D. Because this is more of a strange topic, and I like the idea. Because I think we've bounced around the idea of D&D, where we've brought it up in conversation before. So, since this was your topic, do you want to explain it a little more for what we're doing?
Sure. So actually, this kind of came to mind because I am going to be part of a D&D group with the Kingdom Streamers. So that'll be the Christian Assassin as DM, myself as Ikdu, the Kobold Ranger, as you can see my little figure right here. We have Sketch, who's going to play a Paladin orc, a half-orc. Hufflesnitch is going to be playing a dwarf, and Hufflesnitch's sister, Lady McWheat, is also going to join us, and she's an elf of some kind. I don't remember the full background of all the characters yet, but we will actually be recording tomorrow. We are not doing it live, but the edit will come out next Saturday. So August 29th will be the release of our video. There will be links that I'm going to send to Nate to put on these videos to both our TikTok and YouTube channels, where we do have some teaser videos up and ready to go. So kind of talking about the characters and maybe even a hint at our villain that's going to be the big bad. So anyway, so this I had the idea of what if we all made our own characters sort of randomly, using the dice to decide our race, class, alignment, and stats, and then we would come up with a background for whatever character that ends up being on the spot. And as far as Crad, we could even make his character before he jumps on, tell him what his character is, and then he can maybe come up with something real quick while he's on. So, but I don't know how we want to do it. If we want to do it one person at a time or just one topic at a time, and then we all just do all of our stories at the end. So I'm kind of leaving it up to you guys to figure that one out if you want to.
We do one each thing at a time, not just not do whole one big thing.
Yeah.
That way we like, okay, we're doing this, or slowly building up to the character.
Okay, so we're going to start with races. I have a list of 9 different races. So this will be a D10 dice, 10-sided. And if you roll a 0, then it'll be your choice. But otherwise, you think I should list out the races I have on here or just surprise you guys?
Let's surprise.
All right. So I will go ahead and go first with my D10, and I roll a goblin.
Nice.
And for anyone who's not D&D savvy or anything on this, I do have some information on some of these. So, for instance, a goblin is small, fast, apparently a fan favorite, gray-green, typically skinned, not conventionally attractive, but sneaky and good comic relief.
Let's see. A 7.
7. You are a dwarf.
A dwarf. Okay.
I think we all know dwarves by now. There's mountain, hill, and Duergar, or deep dwarves of the various kinds. But they are, of course, miners, fighters, stuff like that. So
nice. And I think that's the wrong dice, because I'm, again, with D&D, very more new to it. And I got my dice set, and I don't know which dice it is. I think that's the D10. Because I think what I got in my hands is the D20. That's the wrong one. I don't need that one.
This is a D20, Nate.
Yeah, that's not the one I need. I was like, no, that's the wrong dice that I'm looking for.
A D10 should have a 0 on it. I don't think any of the others do.
Found it. I put the dice out beforehand. I was like, I don't think that's the right one. All right, let's see. Got a 1.
A 1. That's what I rolled. So we're both goblins.
Ah, right.
Okay, and we'll roll for Crad. He gets to be number 5, which is a halfling. Okay, so I'm gonna make notes here.
I'm somehow the tallest of the group.
For one stock in your in your life, you get to be the tallest. There you go.
Yeah, right.
Put that
as the dwarf, he's the tallest.
Yeah, put that on your Indeed profile. Your or I guess Indeed terms would be your it's not Glassdoor. It'd be your scroll, your work scroll.
Yeah. And this information I'm getting is come from Reddit by Jimmy Thulu. Halflings, don't call them what they are or we all get sued. But yeah, jolly tiny folk who like food and are extra sneaky and lucky.
Yeah.
So that's Crad. Okay, also the other races I had on there were kobold, gnome, orc, human, elf, and dragonborn. Those are the main common ones, and then there's a whole bunch of others, and half elves, half orcs, and tieflings, and beastmen, and other goblinoids, and all kinds of stuff that they've come out with now. But those are the main ones. So, okay. Now classes. So this is basically your fighting class, your career, your it's going to decide what your abilities are, basically. You're going to roll a D12 for this one, with one of the options being a player's choice. So if you get that... Oh, there's Crad.
There he is.
It's me, it's Crad.
You made it.
There you go. We didn't know how long you're going to be, so we chose for you.
Oh, well, thank you. That's why I love when people choose things for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the dice chose for you. Let's put it that way.
For good or for worse.
Yeah.
Well, was it for good or for worse?
Well, how do you feel about being a halfling?
I can handle that.
Okay. Yeah, Nate and I are both goblins, and Dawk is a dwarf. So
really, we're all in the same boat, just a different name.
Yeah. So, but that's as far as we've got. So I don't know how much time you have, but we're gonna go through this. Next, we're rolling for class.
You have some kind of online digital roller or something for us?
No, we all actually have actual dice.
Oh, except me, apparently. That's cool. I'll do a digital one.
Okay.
I was not prepared. 1 second.
No worries. 12 options, so D12.
Yeah, I got you.
On this one. So
D12.
Nate, you want to go first?
Yes. All right, I got a 10.
10, you are a paladin.
All right.
Okay.
Good guy.
Yeah, so a paladin is a holy knight who uses heavy armor and magic smites, often associated with a deity or devoted to a specific cause.
Heck yeah, I'm a goblinidin.
A goblin paladin, yes. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
What was it that he had gotten? What did you roll, Nate?
A 10.
10.
Yeah.
You got a 10?
I guess yeah.
All right, we have 2 paladins.
Oh, a couple righteous people. I bet I'm going to roll something terrible now.
Switch, yeah.
Okay, I'll roll real fast as I drop my dice. I roll a 6. Is that a 6 or a 9? No. That's a 9. 9, I'm an artificer.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that can't read that sometimes if it's 6 or 9.
Well, they put a little dot on there, but they should have put a line. I don't know.
Mine has the
but
line.
Anyway, an artificer is a magic inventor who builds cool items and potions.
Ooh,
Okay, so I am a goblin artificer or artificer or however you want to say it.
Depends on what part of the county you're from, I guess.
Right, yeah, there you go.
All right, and my turn. And my digital roller says I am a 3.
3, you are a monk.
That tracks.
So that is a fast martial artist who uses quick punches and kicks. Typically, they go weaponless and are more effective, without weapons. So
I like weapons. Dang it. Oh, well. I'll make it work.
Okay, so we have a paladin goblin, a paladin dwarf, an artificer goblin, and a monk halfling. Cool. Okay, next we are rolling for alignment. So this is your chaotic evil or lawful good or something in between. So, and I found this neat chart online on dungeonsanddragonsfan.com that has little bits on there that's kind of fun and gives examples from popular culture. Anyway, this is a D10. So 10 options here. If you roll a 10 or 0, depending on what you're using, you'll have to roll again. Doc, you want to go first?
Yeah, we go with the 6.
6, you are lawful neutral.
Weird.
So lawful neutral believes in the rule of law, but is not swayed by those in need or the temptations of evil. Examples are Judge Dredd, Spock, Nick Fury, and James Bond.
Interesting.
Crad, you ready?
Sure. I am an 8.
8, you are neutral good.
So he's good neutral and I'm neutral good?
So he's lawful neutral and you're neutral good, yeah.
Okay.
So
what's that one?
All right, so neutral good believes in trying to do what's right, but is not bound by laws, social norms, or tradition. Examples include Spider-Man, Jason Bourne, Harry Potter, and Gandalf the Grey.
I'd get behind that.
So willing to bend the rules, basically, but still trying to do the right thing.
Right. For the greater good.
Okay. Let me roll for mine. 5, right in the middle, true neutral. All right, believes in doing what seems best at the time and avoids taking sides or moral arguments. Examples are Dr. Manhattan, The Dude, Treebeard, or The Watcher.
Hey, the dude abides.
And Nate, what do you got?
All right, I got a 1.
Oh, gosh.
1, you are chaotic evil.
I sense a trend with me just rolling ones.
Believes in arbitrary violence, spurred by hatred, bloodlust, or a desire for vengeance. Examples include the Joker, Ramsay Bolton, or Hannibal Lecter.
It's going to be up to the three of us to keep him in check.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I
the two,
don't care.
which he's a paladin,
I don't
by the way.
care.
Let's keep that in mind too.
He's an evil paladin.
He's a goblin paladin that's chaotic evil. That's great. Okay.
What could go wrong?
This is going to be interesting. All right, and the last thing is our stats. Now, there are 6 stats that we're going to roll for. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Typically, if you're doing it by the random dice style, you'd roll 4 6-sided dice and drop the lowest die result, adding the remaining 3. For my example, I only have 2 6-sided dice, so I'll roll twice and then just add up what I have left.
Okay, throw that again to me with a little more English on it because I didn't quite understand it.
Okay, so you will roll a 6 4 times.
4 times, okay.
Get rid of the lowest number and then add the 3 top ones.
Oh, okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
Yep.
So 4 times 6, get rid of the lowest number.
Yep.
Or in my case, I could just throw 4 6-sided dice and get rid of the lowest number.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I have 2 6-sided dice, so I only roll 2 twice for me. But yeah, so okay. And first we're going to decide strength. I found another fun little chart. This one's on Reddit by r-n-w. Ability scores explain. Strength. Punch stuff. Run good.
Ooh-ha.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, punch stuff, run good. So, yeah, this decides your physical power, lifting, and melee attacks.
Why don't you go first this time, Strange?
All right, I will go first. So I have 2 and 4, and then 3 and 5. So get rid of the 2. I have 4, 3, and 5 comes to 12.
I can go next
Okay.
because I've already got it rolled.
All right, let's see. Okay, what do you got?
I had a 4, 1, 6, and 1, so I removed one of the ones and get a total of 11.
11, okay. Doc or Nate?
So you got a 1 and a 9 or a 6. That's a 9. And a 4 and a 1. So
How are you rolling a 9 on a 6-sided
on a
die?
6-sided dice?
That is a 6. No, that's a 6. With the line, I misread the line. Hush.
Well, I mean, he is evil, so he's probably trying to cheat. So
Right, yeah.
the chant tracks.
There you go. So I removed one of the ones, so I was at a 4, 6, and a. So a 1
And another 1?
4 and a. Yeah, a 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 6.
Yeah,
Take
so
out 1, 1.
11.
That's
Yeah,
11
it's
as well.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doc?
6, 6, 6, 2, 3, so 15.
Okay. So,
He's the strongest one among us.
Doc, well, he is the dwarf, so that checks out.
Again, that kind of tracks, yeah.
Yeah, so as the dwarf, he is the strongest of us. All the other other 3 of us were 11, 11, and 12 are kind of mid, but yeah, Doc is a little bit strong. Okay. Dexterity. So this is steal stuff, sneak good. Dexterity determines your agility, reflexes, stealth, and ranged attacks. Okay. I have a 4 and a 2, and a 2 and a 5. So 4, 5, and 2 is 11. Okay.
Are you sending out stuff in the middle of the
All right.
Fail. That tracks. We got a 6, a 2, a 2, and a 2. So 10.
All right. So 10.
So I've done mine already, too, if you're ready.
All right. What you got?
Apparently, halflings are historically pretty sneaky, as you know. So
Yep.
I had a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Oh,
So
nice.
take out the 3 and 15.
15. Yep. That tracks. Yep. The
Again, this is
halfling is
all
supposed to
like
be the
playing
sneakiest.
perfectly.
Okay,
So-
stats are lining up a little bit for
I
us
got
here.
a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5.
Okay.
So,
So 12?
12, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So this is dexterity, right? Let's make sure I'm writing this down. Right?
Dexterity, yeah. So once
Okay.
again, everyone's kind of average, but Crad, the halfling, is more dexterous. Okay, cool. All right, next up is Constitution. So Constitution,
How tough are
ingest
you?
stuff, health good. This determines your health, stamina, and hit points.
How tough are you?
All right, so I have a 4, a 1, a 2, and a 6. So 12. I'm just kind of average over here. Let's see, K12.
Living an average life, Proving it's
Yeah.
okay to be average.
Most of the time.
That tracks. 2. We got a 6, a 5, a 5, and a 2 for 16.
16. Okay,
nice.
good constitution. For the
I
dwarf. Yeah.
I had a 2, a 5, a 5, and a 2, so I'm at 12.
Okay, 12 for Crad.
I had a 7, a 7, a 6, and a 2.
A 7.
Ooh, wow. Wait a minute.
Or
How do you get two?
I mean, you don't get 7 ones.
Bro, I know
That's
you're
a
cheating,
1.
but still.
I'm sorry. That's a 1. I can't read that, and I got
1,
glasses
a
on,
1.
and that's bad.
Chaotic evil it is. Okay, read that again.
A 1,
So,
a 1, a 6, and a 2.
9.
A 9.
Squish
Or-
it.
Not so good on the
I'm sorry.
constitution. Okay.
I double take that. I was like, no, that is a 9.
All right. Okay, so that. Okay, once again, the dwarf has the
Dwarf Paladin has the.
Highest
dwarf has a
constitution.
high constitution, and
Why is this like playing perfectly? I don't get it.
right? Yeah, that's weird. And then the goblin paladin has a low constitution. Okay. All right. Next up is intelligence. Investigate stuff. Think good. Okay. This determines your memory, reasoning, and book smarts. Okay. All right. I have a 2, a 1, a 1, and a 6. So 6, 2, and 1. I have a 9, which I guess that tracks for a goblin.
Yeah,
I have
1. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I said I have a 5, 5, 4, and a 2, so 12. I'm sorry, 14.
14.
Yes.
Okay. So
So
14.
He was
that
trying, to
also
be, he was
kinda
trying to be
tracks.
humble there.
You're-
and he's-
Try to be humble,
Intelligent.
I am a
dwarf.
monk, so
Oh, a monk. Oh yeah, you're
I'm
the
a
halfling
halfling.
monk. Yeah, so I guess
Yep.
that does track a little bit. Let's see.
I mean I did write a
Alright.
best-selling novel. Just kidding.
Well, there you go.
All right,
what
Nate,
you got, Doc?
I was gonna say let Nate go. I'll jump in. But okay.
I say, since you already got yours. I got a 2 and a 3, and a 1 and a 4.
Okay, 2,
And I
3,
got it.
4, 9. Okay, the two goblins are great on intelligence.
Dumb as rocks. That's good.
And I got a 5, a 3, 3, 1 for 11.
For 11. Okay.
So right now, if you need dexterity or intelligence, I'm your guy.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, and I'm the
Okay.
tank.
Yep, and you're the tank.
Next is wisdom. Deduce stuff. Decide good. This is your perception, intuition, and willpower. The difference between intelligence and wisdom: intelligence is the ability to know that a tomato is a fruit, and the wisdom is to know to not put tomato in a fruit salad.
Trying to speak from experience there, Strange. Just,
No, actually, honestly, I don't think it'd be that bad in a fruit salad. Okay, I got 4, 4, 5, and 3. So 13 on a wisdom. Okay.
Not bad.
5, 4, 4, 1. So 13.
Oh, yeah, pretty much same as me. Okay.
1,
13,
5, 5, 4. So 14.
14. All decently wise here so far.
So
Here
far.
comes Nate.
You got a 6 and a 4 and a 3 and a 3.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too
That's
bad.
not too bad. Okay. Crad was 14 and the rest of us were 13. So we all have decent wisdom, it seems.
Just not
Yep.
intelligence.
It's not intelligence. Just don't know what to do with it, except for Crad.
Exactly.
Okay. And the last one is charisma. The lie about stuff. Sing good. Okay. Charisma is your charm, leadership, and social presence.
Nate, I feel like you have to score really well on this one.
I feel like I do too. We'll see. Don't hold your breath on it.
I don't
got-
tend to. I'm just saying.
3, 3, 3, and 4. So I have 10.
Got 4 and a 1 and what number is that? That's a 1 and a 5.
I'll take away 1, 1. That's 10, I believe.
Yeah, so
4,
that
5,
comes
and
to
1 is
10.
10.
Yep.
Yeah.
It right where the angle where the dice was at, it like refracted a little bit, so I couldn't read it off the light.
All right. And we got 6, 6, 3, 2 for a big whopping 15.
Wow.
Hey, there you go. And for the third straight roll in a row, I have 4, 4, 6, and 1 for 14.
14. Wow. Okay. So the halfling is charismatic. That kind of checks out too.
And the
Okay.
dwarf has too, which actually kind of checks out.
Yeah. Yeah, the dwarf. Yeah,
Dwarf
yeah, it could be.
paladin.
There's some charismatic
What?
dwarves. Okay, so that is everything. As far as the stats go, if you have an 8 or a 9, that's not so great. You're basically you have a negative modifier on that. If you're 10 or 11, you're average. 12 or 13's good. 14, 15, a lot better. Of course, 16 and up, you're doing great. So keep that in mind. And just we can take a couple minutes, we can talk about it, but start putting together some kind of backstory for this character that you have now created. And if anyone needs a reminder of everything that you have or are, I can do that real fast, as I took notes. Or I could just review it anyway. For those watching.
Yes.
All right, so Nate, you are a goblin who is a paladin that is also chaotic evil.
Yes.
Your stats are Strength 11, Dexterity 12, Constitution 9, so not so great on the Constitution, Intelligence 9, not great on that either, Wisdom 13, so that's pretty good, and then Charisma 10, so that's pretty average. So not too bad.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Dawk, you are a dwarf who is also a paladin, but you are lawful neutral. Okay. And your stats are 15 on strength, super strong, 10 on dexterity, 16 on constitution, also really good. 11 on intelligence, pretty average, 13 on wisdom, and 15 on charisma. So you actually have pretty decent stats all around. You're going to be like the anchor that holds us all together, apparently. Crad, you are a halfling who is a monk, and you are neutral good. And your stats are 11 on strength, 15 on dexterity, so very dexterous, 12 on constitution, 14 on intelligence, 14 on wisdom, and 14 on charisma.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Very strong.
And I am also a goblin, but I am an artificer. and I am, let's see, where was I at? True neutral. So I have pretty much no allegiance or good, bad. I just stand in the middle on everything. Um, and my stats are 12 on strength, 11 on dexterity, 12 on constitution, 9 on intelligence, probably not good for an artificer, 13 on wisdom, which could be good, and 10 on charisma. So I'm fairly uh, average, slightly above average, just not very intelligent. But my highest stat is wisdom. So lowest stat is intelligence, highest stat is wisdom. Go figure. So you can come up with where you're from, what made you decide on your class, why your alignment is the way it is, um, things like that, and then explain why you have the stats that you do if there's something out of the ordinary there. And if you want to talk out loud through it, go for it.
I'm kind of working on mine, getting something together.
Maybe Nate will cut this out during editing. We'll see. I have a note, so probably. And also try to come up with a name for your character.
Why you talk at once?
Yeah.
They come. I don't know how much backstory I got, but we got Bergeron Brazen Shield. He's a paladin of Gorm Gothlin.
Ooh.
Who was the like protector or he's the lesser dwarven deity, vigilance and defense. Um, yeah, that's all I got so far. I'd have to hear what the others. I could, as other people's hear more about them, I can
Yeah.
craft the backstory around it easier. I have
I'm
ideas, but
yeah, I'm so bad with names, like coming up with names of people and places. Like I have like um I'm an artificer, goblins. Tick ting, named after the sound of like noises and stuff. Grew up near factories, got used to the sound of the noises, seeing people working on stuff. That's where he got his name, Click Ting, because he's always knocking on stuff, banging as he's
So,
building stuff. Um, and yeah, I saw the things that would come out. I'm trying to get to where like he builds stuff and then added magic to it.
all right. So I've got using a little bit of my imagination and Chat GPT. I've got a little bit of an autobiography.
Okay.
Autobiography. See what you think. So my name as a character is Uric Burrows, um, spelled Burrows, and trained in the long lost art of Shire food by Master Moscow Swiftfoot. I spent my younger years mastering the agent techniques of stealth, swift punches, and the highly advanced art of looking harmless while preparing to cause trouble. Though my life in the Shire was peaceful, I was always dreamed about something greater. Tales of distant lands, dangerous creatures, forgotten treasures, and legendary heroes filled my head. I became especially inspired by the adventures of a not to be named second cousin of mine, whose exploits are spoken of in certain family gatherings and quietly denied at others. Now, with my training complete, I have left the comforts of home to seek an adventure of my own. Armed with courage, questionable wisdom, and the teaching of Master Moscow Swiftfoot, I set forth into the unknown. I may be small, but I have a big heart, quick feet, and absolutely no intention of paying full price for an inn room.
Nice.
you just need to
Like,
make one edit to get the lawyers off your back.
all right, you like that?
There you go. That's
So
fine.
Yeah.
you're from the shore, right?
Yeah, the
I
sure,
heard
yeah,
shower, and that's even funnier.
from the shower. That's mine.
All right, Nate.
All right. This one because I was telling Stranger, I kind of had stuff ready to go, and I kind of tweaked it a little bit. Grimneck is a weak, cowardly goblin who somehow became a paladin. He ran away from his tribe after being bullied, and now pretends to be a mighty warrior. He avoids killing and prefers stealing, lying, pranks, and embarrassing stronger enemies. His biggest weakness is that he thinks he's more intimidating than he actually is. Motto: fear me, please.
That's great.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty
I
good.
like that. Yeah. What about you, Strange? You got anything? You're still working on it.
So Click Ting, raised in the slums with other races in the capital city, lived near the factories where he heard the noises from the factory and saw items coming out of them. He had a knack for magic, but was never taught properly on how to use it, causing a big ruckus when his inventions took a turn for the worst. High wisdom, low intelligence, right? Let's see. Following his own rules, he just does what because I'm the lawful, what am I? The lawful neutral? No.
You're
True
true
neutral.
neutral.
I'm true
You're
neutral.
true neutral.
So I'm like neither good nor bad. I'm just kind of doing whatever I feel like without trying to hurt anyone else. So, yeah, following his own rules and trying to keep to himself. Still working on this. Following his own rules. And just enjoys the items that he makes. And just wants to enjoy the items that he makes. Now, as far as like a purpose, that's where I'm struggling a little bit. Did you come up with anything else, Doc?
Well, they say so. Bergeron, Brazen Shield comes from a basically royal bloodline of paladins passed down from not royal, but from a bloodline of paladins. Their whole thing is just to protect, not really necessarily who they protect, like whatever their shield, whatever they're told to. Like they have the tradition of law,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not really a like, since it's awful neutral. Um, it can go to the highest bidder.
Ah. Follows the contract, but doesn't matter if it's a good or evil who
Yeah,
hires you, yeah? Yeah,
right.
okay. Okay. It's pretty good.
The paladin of they're actually defend, which is what the god that they is the god of defense
Okay.
and
So while we're going through this, does anyone want to talk about D&D experiences or the movie or anything like that? Or what got them interested into possibly D&D?
I personally don't have a ton of experience. I think I've set up a character once or twice, really haven't got far with it. So,
Yeah.
uh, I've played a couple times. I played a few times. I think two campaigns through. Um, one of them was like that first campaign type thing you do where you're like, oh, let's figure out what this stuff is. And then the other one was they did a thing with the guys that one of the guys from the podcast that I was listening to was able to do was DMing stuff for a few games in his spare time. So I did that with one of the guys is from Sneak Attack, and tried to set up games before, but the as we anybody who actually has played D&D knows getting a game together and getting everybody together for more than one round.
Yeah.
I remember I had one thing I had was gonna be the DM. I had it written out the whole made the world building for homebrew stuff, and then we had a flood hit down here, and everything just went crazy for everybody.
Oof.
I bet.
And it just never came back. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, oof. But yeah, D&D for me it's more like I've known of D&D like the more recent movie and of course the original movie or movies because there's like a couple in there. Never really played it. No one else really knew how to play it. I got more interested in it more. I was like getting into like reading about like Warhammer 40K because it's very much like similar conventions to D&D or some of the same trappings of it. But it was weird. I've heard more people crap on D&D. Like they're like, oh no, Christians shouldn't do D&D, like that, more than people like not defending but like advocating for it. Be like, hey, D&D, you can do it this way. There are some friends that have played it, but they don't live nearby to play with.
You can always play over Zoom.
That's true, but then
Or
then I
Switch.
get trolled with by their kids, because their kids are apparently really good at D&D. I don't need that embarrassment
You're scared of getting trolled?
by a bunch of kids. Yes.
Yeah. Come on.
Listen, some kids they're slick when it comes to games. They come up with rules off the bat.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town. I didn't like I'd heard of D&D, but I didn't know anybody that actually played it. So I feel like if I had known about it or had some kind of involvement about it with it sooner, I probably would have gotten into it, but I just never, it was just the opportunity wasn't there. And then as I got older and a little bit involved with the church, I don't know if you guys remember, they're called Chick Tracts. They're
Oh
like
yeah,
little
I'm
mini
very familiar
comic
with Chick
books.
Tracks.
They had
Yeah.
one that was very anti D&D, and I don't know. So it kind of turned me off a little bit because I still didn't know a whole lot about D&D, but it called it like demonic and all this other stuff. But as I got older and I learned more about D&D and just more about things, and then I started seeing that there's, Christians that play it and all the, positives that can come about it with, just creativity, and you don't have to get into all this, weird dark stuff or whatever that the Chick Tracks was claiming that D&D is all about. I was like, just kind of opened my mind a little bit. And then as the world started going digital, and especially after COVID, when everybody started meeting up online and all these things, and then we did the those Christian geeks started meeting up with people that could actually hang out with and maybe play with. And we were finally starting to get to a group together last year, and we actually had one session, and then we could never get together again until we finally started getting back on track this year, and then that is where all but SillyBoy was originally a part of that, but now he's not going to be. He's not able to be. So then we got another person, but I said all that at the beginning. But so now I can finally play and join, and then I got, just little bits of D&D over the last few years. I got little figures, and I got my dice board there, and I got a dice bag and a couple sets of dice and all that stuff, and started building my character that I'm going to use in this campaign. And then I have a couple ideas for other characters too. But
Nice.
so that's kind of my history. I haven't watched any of the movies. I'm curious. I just never got around to that newer one. But it's still, a lot of it's still new to me, as far as like actually diving in and learning about it. So
Famously, there's also the kids' cartoon of Dungeons and Dragons.
The 80s show.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, talking about Chick Tracks, there was also
The Adventures
there
in
was
Odyssey episode. Is that what you're?
well that and
they made a movie.
in Carmen's Witch's Invitation, he has the D&D book on the shelf in the witch's house, which I thought was funny when I realized what it was years later.
That's funny. Yeah, that Adventures in Odyssey episode is so ham-fisted with it. I remember hearing that. I'm like, I don't think this happens. I don't know much about D&D, but I doubt it's like you're slicing people's hands over. Maybe that is the thing that happens, but it was so ham-fisted. I was like, and apparently, because I have like the guidebook or like the back behind the scene book talking about like not just that episode, like every episode they did to a certain point. And he said it was like an episode they were concerned about putting out because they were concerned how ham-fisted they were with it. But they're like, screw it, let's put it out anyway. Like, I can see from one perspective what they were trying to say. It was just writing a topic about something I don't think any of those writers really knew about. But it was during that time, because it was like an early 80s or 90s episode. So it's like during that time where a lot of that there's the
Satanic Panic.
yeah, the Satanic Panic with not just D&D. It was like there was like multiple things, but it was like one of the big ones that were being brought up.
Crad.
All right, what
Your turn.
as far as I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out. I was looking at something else. Good. What was the question?
Your background on D&D.
Well, I mean, being raised very conservatively, in the way I was raised. I mean, I didn't see my parents go to a movie theater until The Passion of the Christ. Um, so very, very conservatively. So I too was kind of raised that D&D was demonic or evil, and I still firmly believe it can be.
It can be
Um,
for sure.
it can be. It depends upon what you do with it, how you use it. Uh, Kind of like a lot of things. I still, like I said, I think you have to be cautious. Basically, that's me. I think you have to be cautious. Know what your purpose is, why you're playing the game, why you're doing the things you're doing. You know, don't know the group you're playing with, frankly. I mean,
Hmm.
that's true too. So like I said, like a lot of things, I think you have to just be careful what you're doing and what purpose you're trying to bring to it. It is kind of hard to deprogram a little bit some of the things that you've been taught or feel the strong opinions and of course I respect how I was raised and how I was brought up. But I also found out sometimes you just have to go and investigate and do some research of your own and come to, what you believe or your belief on D&D or whatever in life. So I'm kind of at the point where kind of like my character, I'm neutral good on it a little bit. So I'm exploring myself in this process we're going through together.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like you said, it can be used in a lot of different ways, like anything else. It can be used in demonically, but for the most part, I think people just want, it's a fun game to play. It's something that gets you working creatively, gets you thinking outside of the box, and it's something you can have a lot of fun with. And I read this story once where it was a grandmother who had joined in on their grandkids' D&D game, and she ended up creating this whole character. She was like this mage who was very powerful but very like lawful good. um and she before this had been grieving with, I think, the loss of her husband, and she was feeling a lot of like just without purpose. And then she ended up putting a lot of her beliefs into that character. And then when a certain situation happened, like there was a decision in the game where, the bad guy, the bad forces are over here, and we can go catch them, but the city's in trouble, and so it's like, do we go chase after the bad guys or do we help the citizens in the city? And all the kids were like, "Oh, we chase the bad guys," but she was like, my character is going to go save the people because that's what's more important to me right now.
Mm.
And it ended up teaching her grandkids a lot about morality and about how you prioritize, things. And so there was a lot with that, and she became like a regular in their D&D game. And then she had a friend who was struggling and dealing with a lot of things. And then her friend was very kind of quiet, kind of suppressed, kind of anxious and things like that. Well, she started playing, and she did this like barbarian character where she got the chance to be just out there and boisterous and pretty much everything the opposite of what she actually was, and was able to express herself in a different way. And it became almost therapeutic for her to be able to express things. And then so she started becoming a regular point of this game. And there's things about stuff like this where you can get creative, where you can express yourself in different ways, and kind of learn more about yourself in the process, and then maybe also teach others, that I think is very powerful about a game like this, where there's a lot of like choices and morality and a lot of things that you can explore that you wouldn't be able to just in like normal life. So I think that part is fascinating.
Yeah, it's like a big community builder. Like you got card games, that's community builder. You got this, like it's the fun getting with friends, creating these characters in situations you might not find yourself in. And
The other thing sorry to interrupt you.
no, you're good.
As I said, the other thing I would point to is also kind of helps you use maybe some of the stuff, like your imagination that you've not used a lot of since childhood. There's
Yeah.
because when you were growing up, you imagine all kinds of scenarios, whether you're playing, soldier or cowboy or whatever, you had an active imagination. And so I guess it kind of can help tap into some of that maybe as adults we don't get to use a lot because we have so many real life, how much real life stuff going on, whether that be jobs or situations or church or whatever else. And so it kind of lets you kind of step into something you don't get to use a lot, kind of like a good video game might. So.
Yeah, and some people might want to do this more than a video game because there's while yes, you can connect someone online with video game or play with friends, there's the fun of getting with people and doing it. I remember actually I just thought of this, actually one of the few introductions to D&D. There's a podcast and they had like a 4-part episode. Each episode was like 2 hours of this, just them doing D&D. Like this one campaign took like 4 hours, and it was like they had to block it out and get together. Like they wanted to get together to do it, like in person. So it's like in their tiny house, this tiny wooden table, and they're all just having fun. And there's a bit in one of them where one of the guys has to walk away because he's laughing so hard at something that someone said. It's just like this nice community thing. And I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. I don't know much about what this is, but I can see that like there's a good community aspect to it. And again, while yes, maybe there are some darker elements to it, I think a lot of that is outshined by the friendship element of it. And because whenever I see people play D&D, sometimes they go for more of like the magical side, but a lot of times it's more the fantastical, like Lord of the Rings-esque side of it. And there is like, I think there is like a Lord of the Rings D&D, and like some of these other franchises, like a D&D-esque role play.
They've made a lot of D&D type things. Some as complicated, some simpler for like younger players. Different worlds where instead of like elves and dwarves and humans, you're like woodland critters like raccoons and foxes and things like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of ability for that. What's that, Doc?
And you got like Vampire the Masquerade.
Vampires, yeah.
You have there's the zombie one. There's like basically whatever setting somebody's made a system for it.
Yeah, or like D&D in space where you have all the same like D&D races, but you have space travel and all this other stuff. So they have expanded it and created a bunch of other ones to help if D&D itself is too complicated, because I mean, you get the arguments of 2nd edition and 5th edition and all this other stuff. You could probably find something that's a bit simpler to follow, but still can be just as fun. So,
sweet. So, what's our next step there, Dungeon Master?
That's pretty much it. It was just kind of a fun thing, get together, and sometimes that's the way people create their characters, is they just roll dice and let it be random. Others will take time to really put together a character that they really feel a lot about. But I thought it'd just be fun to just randomly put us on the spot. What can we do, and just enjoy kind of the randomness of it and see what happens.
What happens?
And I thought that was
what
fun.
ensues. So, Strange, going with what you're asking about our background with D&D. And the Kingdom streamers, what do you think is a way that others can get reached through D&D? Whether that was your intention with Kingdom streamers, or
it kind of was. At least I can't speak for everybody, but at least as far as me is, I want, when it comes to like putting myself out there on YouTube or whatever, and gaming, and being able to maybe reach out and connect, is offering an alternative, a positive alternative that people can turn to. Because like when I started getting into streaming and I was doing the Let's Play thing where you comment while you play video games, I was enjoying it, but there was a lot of people on there that used a lot of language or a lot of vulgarity and stuff like that. And so I wanted to be able to hopefully provide something that was still fun for people to watch, but didn't contain all that, and maybe had more of a positive message. And I think that's essentially what we want to do with this too, with this new channel. It's called Roll by Faith. So you can look that up on, like I said, TikTok or YouTube. I'll send the links. And it's a way for people to reach out, for us to provide maybe a little bit cleaner content. We're going to open with a little bit of Bible reading whenever we do a session. We're going to start by going through the Psalms and just have kind of that positive message. Hey, we're Christians, but we can still have fun. We can still enjoy each other and laugh and be creative. And you don't have to miss out on things just because you're a Christian. A lot of people think, oh, if you're a Christian, you can't do this or this or this. And that's really not the case. You can do it. You do it a little differently, but you can do it and still have a great time. So,
right. Yeah. Again, it's cool seeing, like with what you're saying, doing it a different way. It's cool seeing these different things that maybe weren't deemed Christian, but now they have that Christian spin to it, or they've been revised and with this Christian element to it. And that, like, taking off, like, I see TikTok pages of stuff like, of this. I had a friend who wanted to do, like, a Christians for Pokemon. I don't think it ever took off. I don't think he ever get around to doing it. He blames his kids. But he, like, taking stuff like that and not owning it, but reworking it to show people, hey, we're not all squares.
Yeah.
Like, we're not boring, which we're not. It's just the world's as Christians, like, oh no, they're, Bible thumping, collar wear, and they don't have any fun, because they don't do these certain things. It's fun, especially with people that have these nerd like these nerd things and everything. It's a nice way to grow as community, showing stuff like this that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Which I think is actually really cool.
Yeah. At one time was trying to get a group or figure out a campaign for like Pilgrim's Progress.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Because you already have a layout and a pattern of what you're going through.
Yeah.
Nice. That's actually fun thinking about that. If like, with Pilgrim's Progress or other stuff that you could do. I don't know if there's ever a book of the Bible that you could just do a D&D campaign through. I think there's something like you went through like Judges or like with the Hebrews.
Whatever you do, don't go through Song of Solomon. That's all I'm saying.
I was thinking
don't do that. That's not a good for a campaign.
Yeah, you go through like Exodus or stuff like that. Do like that'd be fun and interesting.
How about the Book of Revelation?
I mean, honestly.
There you go. Try doing a campaign through Genesis. Your campaign trying to explain creating the creatures.
Well, like what they're doing with the game that they've been working on for years, the Gate Zero game. It's kind of like
yeah, I played the demo for that. It's pretty interesting.
I should play the demo. I have access to it. I just haven't.
I've actually played. It's been a while, but I played the Left Behind games.
Oh yeah,
that was an interesting little twist there. Yeah,
interesting. So it was just based off the books, or was it like elements?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like precisely like off the books, but it was the
like,
same kind of universe.
Same universe. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. And you had like these evil units and good units and stuff. It was very strange.
I think Redemption had that too, but the CD-ROM was so janky. Like, I don't know who developed that game.
Wasn't that the Magic game?
I think so, but I think they had
Redemption was the
I think they had
Christian Magic cards.
Yeah, but that CD-ROM, it's similar, but like that CD-ROM was so janky. I don't know if it was the CD-ROM or my parents' computer. It was probably a mix of both. Because
Based on
my track record.
your track record with technology, the CD-ROM probably works fine.
Yeah, probably. But the CD-ROM was already used when we were given it, so it could have been little column A, little column B. But yeah, again, D&D's like, again, one of those fun things. I think it's what strange what you're trying to show and what we've been showing here. You can have fun with it. Christians can have fun. It's just, you get some of those groups who are like, I'm not gonna say anti-fun, but they're like so stringent on certain things. And like the Baptist school I went to, like, you can't go to the movies, you can't do all these things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what's your expectation further than can't go to the movies? And they would go, oh, the trailers. I'm like, well, you could skip the trailers. Like, it's odd. They had a thing we had to sign. We had like a booklet we had to sign. It's bizarre.
Yeah. Oh, you have. There's legalism in all denominations.
Yes.
Yeah.
My brother at the Bible college, he had to get his now wife's mom to sign a waiver that they could even talk to each other.
Wow.
So, yeah,
There's legalism in all denominations.
My dad looked at that because he also had to sign it, and he's like, "This is so stupid." He's like, "My son's in college. It's not elementary school anymore." That's fun. I'm still trying to get him to come on the podcast so I can grill him about that and shoving me in the baptismal. This alleged brother I have.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
We'll believe him. We'll believe it when we meet him.
Yeah, I text.
Maybe he's a D&D character.
Maybe I text him. He'll just read it. So I need to corner him next time he's over, whenever that is.
It's Nathan's other personality.
There you go. I have 4 personalities. 3 of them I just say they're my brothers. Strangers, is there anything else you want to bring up about D&D? Because I feel like this is kind of like a beginning episode, and this is like something we could do another episode of.
This might turn into a series.
Yeah. We can get some of get like Dot Crow or some of the other guys from the Discord.
Oh yeah.
And if we
that'd be fun.
Do like a plan out an episode for the future.
Do it one shot.
What was that?
Come up with a little mini campaign we could play
mini
or
campaign?
something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I used the terms from. Yes, a mini campaign.
Yes, mini campaign.
Not one shot. People don't understand.
One
yes.
shot,
Yeah. One shot. What's that? Is that
We could start a campaign that takes like 500 episodes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it'd be like Critical Role or any of these other
Right.
that are.
Hey, those podcasts are fun.
I listened to
popular
a
too.
4-part, 2-hour each D&D campaign, and I thought it was interesting. For what it was just people talking about it. They also did one recently. It was comic book themed, so it was like the person that did it, they did it like set it in like the small town, but it's like outside was like the greater like DC comic book universe. Like they wrote references into the campaign, and like this small town like Rhode Island that's from the comics, and it's like just mundane adventures, like these loser heroes that are just kind of like, it's kind of like slice of life. I was like, this is fun.
Yeah,
it was, the production on it was like they put actual production, like they had like a DD, like they had an actual table. It wasn't just a tiny rinky-dink table in their living room. But yeah, this is more of a beginner episode. I was just having fun, traded a couple stories, stuff like that. This is definitely something down the road. Maybe we'll get people from our Discord at the Long Distance Pizza Party Podcast Discord, or maybe from the Kingdom streamers. That's definitely something to try to set up later. Down the road, once we have like a final idea, have like a fun thing to do.
It's when do we actually plan? Come on.
Hey, we try. Here's the thing. I was trying to plan it out this week, and my phone was like fighting me. My Discord on my phone just turns off. Same with YouTube. YouTube and Discord both were just randomly turning off all day. And I don't know if it's my phone running out of the storage or
It's not you just sitting here bashing YouTube while you're on the live stream with them. Yeah, that makes
yes,
sense.
yes, the people that we put this on the platform on.
It's like thanks YouTube. Hey, we hate you. But no,
And it's
no.
like, oh, you hate us? All right, here's the plug. Just screw you guys. But
So
yeah.
by the way, totally unrelated, but it took me this long to notice that Dawk was wearing a Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt. I feel bad for that.
Wow.
That's terrible.
I'm wearing somewhat Dungeons and Dragons. It's got a dragon
You
on
have a
it.
dragon?
Yeah.
That's not
Which, that's a
D&D.
cool shirt,
That's
by
a
the way.
band.
There's a Zelda looking character on there.
Got a dragon on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that I don't have a dragon shirt is like that's hitting
Blows
me.
you away.
As I was like, how do I not have a
Imposters.
dragon shirt? All the
I do see a
dragon
Kirby
stuff
in the
that I have.
background, though.
There you go.
Yeah, you do see Kirby. Well, the shirt I am wearing is Sonic, but you know.
Yeah, those
Well, there
are
you go.
dragons.
See, that gives you a little street cred, I guess. I don't know.
There's no.
Well, I mean, there
there's-
are like dragon plushies
I
up
was
on
gonna say I
this
do see
shelf.
dragons things in the background there. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you can see back over here, I got my Trizit Funko.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I don't have any dragon transformers on this shelf or dragon. I don't have a dragon man. I got a falcon.
Where's
That's
the
huh?
It's not a dragon, but it's a drow. It's one of their more famous characters.
Dragon, drow, worm, wyvern.
Yeah, I've read a lot of the
whatever.
Drizzt Do'Urden books.
yada 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 yada.
Things that fly. That
I
shoot
have
fire.
there's quite a few of them right there on that one shelf, but I have the rest of them right here somewhere.
Nice. But is there anything else D&D we want to talk about besides movies we probably didn't watch? One of them's got one of the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, one.
Is it the first one or the second
2001?
one?
Yeah, the first one.
Because there's I think there's like one that went to theaters and then like
Yeah.
2 direct to video.
He was in the one that was the theaters.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's the more recent one. I think there was also a
that's
fan
fine.
film somewhere
Sure.
in there. Somewhere in there. But yeah,
Now you have all the crit roll stuff, the Legend of Max Machina, or
yeah,
the
Mighty Nine.
Yeah.
And now there's it's kind of D&D. Do you guys see the Golden Axe show that's coming
Oh, I saw
based
it.
off
Yeah,
the
I
arcade
didn't.
game?
Yeah, they're making a cartoon,
Yeah,
animated
and
series based off that.
Yeah, and it seems like it's supposed to be more like adult humor, kind of like
Yeah.
Vox Machina. I was like, not everything needs to be adult humor. You can make it fun and not kiddie, but you can have it for like
For
kinda
all
like-
ages.
Yeah, for all ages. Like they
Yeah.
could be introduced to like this arcade game from the 80s. Like, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people are going to complain about it online, and then there's going to be a lot of people who are like, oh, we love this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sick and tired of just all these franchises becoming like these like adult shows. Because sometimes they just
They did a good balance with Masters of the Universe. The movie.
yeah. There's that, and then there's I'm trying to think of another thing that's like that's the total opposite. I guess Golden Axe or which hasn't come out, so I don't even know if that was just how the trailer was cut. There's something else that was very much like adult oriented, and I'm like, this doesn't work. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, Masters Universe. I was like, there was kids in the theater. I'm like, they're gonna get some of these jokes, or some of them they're gonna
And
repeat.
that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Or they're
I
gonna
say, please don't get some of these jokes.
or they're gonna repeat it, not knowing what it is. My mom's a teacher, so I'm sure she's had people repeat it. She's like, I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna glaze past that. But yeah, this is a more fun episode. Us just creating stuff, just coming up with stuff. Definitely a episode that down the road make a part two too. So definitely please check out Kingdom Streamers and your
Roll by
Faith.
faith.
I almost said Holy Rollers. I'm like, that's not it. That's
Holy rollers. That's even better. I like that.
That's I'm like, that's not it.
That's what ours is going
Rollers.
to be.
I think that was one of the ideas we pitched, but
There we go. But
And
yeah,
that-
through a
That's
few
the name of
out
our campaign, the Holy Rollers.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 paladins.
there. Yeah.
And a monk.
And a
And a
monk.
monk.
That sounds like a sitcom. 2 paladins and a monk.
And a goblin show up.
And a goblin. There you go.
Real quick, I will go ahead and plug next time's episode. We will hopefully have a guest with us, Michael Rowan. He is an evangelist and comedian, been in the ministry for several years, so I'm looking forward to interviewing him.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, if you like comedy and stuff like that, that's fun. If you don't, I'm sorry.
You need more humor in your life.
Yes,
So,
exactly. But yeah, please check us out at Pizza Party Pod on social media. Again, episodes go out every other week, live streams. I actually figured out this week it was not the wrong. It was the wrong profile last week that was causing all the problems, but it's fixed, and I'm not echoing, which is great because that frustrated the crap out of me the other day.
good start.
Yeah,
Good start.
yeah. Strange besides D&D, or you got anything else working on? Or is that your only focus?
No, that's the main thing right now.
And Doc, what are you working on?
Just still doing my TikToks, and real life has just been crazy. So
Ever since Mexico, it just
getting everything caught back up, and
that's fair. That's fair. It's always when you go on vacation, it feels like you're more stressed out because you feel like you got to catch up on a week of stuff you missed, or like anything, you're gone for a week or so.
yeah.
It's frustrating. I feel that. Crad, what are you working on?
Well, I'm still doing some ministry things. Just had the opportunity to preach on Wednesday. So, latest message entitled Label Maker. It is on our ministry page on Facebook, Mary Hart Ministry. So go check that out if you have time and be blessed about it.
Heck yeah. You could find me at FT_Festock Food Reviews. I tried the new Talk About Decades menu. The only good thing out of that was the crunchy burrito. The empanadas, whatever, because they keep dropping that. And then yesterday, I sat through the 25th anniversary for the Fast and the Furious. So I got the Dom Toretto car. That movie has not aged well. I don't know how it got so many sequels. It was a rough watch. There was at least 30 seconds. I heard like 6 different songs. It was like someone flipping through a radio. I was like, who in editing? Like I can see why it got more movies.
Youngin,
Yes, yes.
hush.
He's so young.
Like I liked parts of the movie, but I was like, man, this is so 2000s. To like a fun degree, and then to like
Just
a painful
because
degree.
you weren't aware at the time.
I was only
what was
2,
happening.
so I was not aware of what cars like that were. But yeah,
I mean, we all wanted Skylines.
yeah.
Forget Toretto's car. We wanted the Skyline.
There you go. Yeah. Someone likes Fast and Furious. I was the only one in that theater. I was like, this is odd. I feel like there should be more people. It's just weird.
That's kind of nice though. You can just kick back and relax.
It was. I didn't have to worry about someone breathing heavily behind me, or like, kids running around in the seats in front of me, which I feel like happens at every theater experience I go to. There's at least 2 kids just running around for some reason without an adult. I don't know why. But yeah, come back next episode for our guest. My brother will come on at some point. He says he's gonna do it a couple times, and every time I bug him about it, I'm just gonna tie him down. I'm just gonna tie him to a chair, gag him, and come on the podcast and just captive audience.
We must prove that you're real.
Yeah. I'll get a night cam and sneak into his house.
Which I'm still not entirely sure that's going to prove to me that he's real. I feel like I'm going to need to see some ID.
I'll need to okay it with his wife. I don't want to freak her out.
Hey, just tell him. Hey, I need tell him you need a Zoom call him.
Yeah, there you go.
Zoom with him.
Yeah, call me at this time.
No, just send. Hey, just do it. Say, just don't tell him. Hey, call me at this time. Just send him the invitation. Say, hey, come on.
There you go.
Need to holler at you for a minute, man.
I'll get the other 2 brothers. We'll hold them down, or something like that. But yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed a D&D episode. Put down in the comments what you guys like about D&D, and if you don't like it, please leave a like. at least do that.
And if you have a character, tell us about him.
Yes. We actually got a comment the other day, and I couldn't read it, so either it was spam, which happens. What I used to do is spam. I used to leave a comment about a Bible verse, just a random Bible verse, and then the scam stopped. I got one today on my channel about people asking me how it is in the military. So I don't know what that's about at all. I think I got confused for someone else. But it's episode 71. I guess you got what's the 3 things we don't talk about? Pizza, politics, and
I can't say